This is episode 5 of the Hip-Hopcrisy podcast. I am joined with my host. I am all caps Cheech, and I am joined with my host, Lyric Lotus. I have my daughter with me on a walk. She can't talk yet. Hit the stove, clicking shit, I'm whipping in the kitchen. Hellfight conditions, got you doing the dishes. And yeah, you have potential, but I'm starting to lose interest. You're about to be sleeping with the fishes. Underwater hotel, I ain't no hotep. I'm fucking the game on the whole tip. And got your baby mama dope sick. Smoking my roaches to go buenas noches. IDOs, mio, my mijo, you seem low. As my V's, as in vehicles, all younger than my youngest who can't even speak. My V's, as in VVs, are VVV, VVB, very valuable, bitch. Nah, I should have stopped a line earlier if I fucked it up. This is the Hip-Hopcrisy podcast. I am your host, Cheech Avila, all caps Cheech. The brown recluse, very mucho, but you could just call me Cheech. And I am with my daughter, Lyric Lotus, and thinking about how I love to play rap music for her, but I also cringe at the darker and sinister and sexual things that I'm allowing her to hear, and trying to figure out how to adjust that as she gets a little older before she starts picking shit up. So, I don't know, she's just walking behind me picking up leaves. She loves Squabble Up. I think that's a good thing that Kendrick is out here doing what he's doing, so that, I could play music for her, and, messaging and everything isn't bad or destructive or nonsensical in the tweet. Yo, some bikers almost run over my baby, or me. They probably would run over me. But we're on a walk. I'm just thinking about, I love Wu-Tang, but, and that's gonna be the difference, is that I'll be able to give her the messaging straight up. I'm not gonna lie to her for her to need to, I'm not gonna show her this and be like, yo, I know I've been teaching you about Christmas and Santa Claus and all this shit. Yo, here's Wu-Tang finally when you're like 14. Like, that shit is crazy. I'll be able to just talk to her and she can ask me questions.
And you are the father of the year.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I'm gonna see you often, right?
Yeah. Bye. Trying to figure it out. She got a tear in her eye. She was crying. Now we're walking. I had her in the stroller, but now we're walking for her sanity. That's all I want to be, is a good dad. Aside from everything else, I don't even want to do anything else. I don't want to be a rapper. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to do this stuff. But I feel like I can and I should, because nobody else is going to. And I feel like I could help. That's what I want. I want to help people. And that's how I would have to do it, right? So, the journey has to be whatever it is. And I can't be goal-oriented and then get mad about how I'm going to need to get there. So, that's something to keep in mind. I picked her up and walking a little bit of a faster pace. I can't believe she's about to be 1. And she's been walking beautifully already for quite some time. Maybe like at least a few weeks, but probably like 11, closer to 11 months. Yeah, but she's coughing. I had a cough and shit. God, I feel like shit. Her cough. Maybe I should put her back. Hip-Hopcrisy podcast. I'm your host. All caps, sheets, treat your video on. We're actually gonna walk the other way. I feel like another thing that I plan on, something that's how I've been thinking about going about it, is in terms of sex. I don't know, I feel like everybody explains it weird because of how they have bought into it. So they're taking their sins into account when trying to explain what, you know, sex is supposed to be. I have my daughter right here with me. She's about to be 1 year old, and you know, this is life, God, hip hop. But I'm gonna be like, yo, sex is about making babies, and everything else is whatever anybody else makes it out to be. But if you really think about it, it's to make babies. Some people think that it's cool to have sex with as many people as possible, but it's not cool. It's not real. It's like a, you know, you're supposed to make babies. So I mean, unless you're ready to do that, then you know, I don't think that it's something to play with. I have my baby. I have my baby, so you know, I understand the repercussions, but not when I was 14 and I was busting on in a girl, you know. And the abomination of homosexuality comes from older people targeting younger kids, younger boys, and if it's a man, or a demon, that's what that word comes from. Demon. Because if you're not living in your intellectual civilizational mind, then you are basically reduced back to an animal, a wild animal. You are not man, you're an animal. You're going off your instincts and not your intellect, like God has given us the gift to be able to do that. God gives us the knowledge in the world to manipulate as we see fit. And what do we do? Some of us go on walks with their daughters. Some of us go jogging with a buddy in the morning. Some of us crank it up as soon as we wake up. So some of us are so intellectually caught up that we don't that they reject God. I pray for you, brother. I know that my friend went back to the essence where I will also return. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Had to pause it real quick to get away from the busy street. This is the Hip-Hopcrisy podcast. I'm your host, all caps, Street Avila, also known as the Brown Recluse, aka Barry Mucho, but you could just call me Cheech. And I am walking right now with the one and the only Lyric Lotus. She is back in the stroller, and we are now on a trail. So, if you hear my footsteps, there's just some cars actually pulling up on this road. I said away from the busy road. But we're walking into the trail now, away from the street, into the trees. You know how I be. Good air to breathe, hopefully. I'm doing what I can, and know what we do. Yep. Lady on the bike. Stand stops on, dunks on. Jean shorts. Supreme shirt. Nah, man. I'm gonna go on the right, so they have to stay on your left. That's why they're on the right. And everybody on the coming towards me is gonna be having to go around. You know what it is. But also, going back to what I was saying about you guys and questions and stuff like that. I don't know, I want it to be known to her after a certain age that, a lot of these holidays are based on ritual and that they have different meanings from what they're telling us. And, I'm trying to break free. And I want her to live free regardless. Like, she's gonna be, how they say, end cycle of trauma, or end cycle, whatever. I'm not gonna lie to her. She's gonna know the truth. She's gonna know the truth. And it is what it is. It is what it is. It can never be what it's not. Ja Rule, an apology, pop. I don't know, I took way too long. I had an apology with Pop that I was trying to figure out what the sentence was doing. I don't know. 14 minutes. This is the Hip-Hopcrisy podcast. These are just things I've had in my mind. Birthday cake. Cut the cake, light it on fire. Eat it, smoke, wishes. You feel me? Christmas, summer solstice, or winter solstice, rise on the third day, the sun worship, paganism. Man. Somebody even said, I don't remember where I heard this from, that people used to know that Easter was pagan and they used to you know, generally talk about it, it would be topic of conversation like, well, does it matter? Does it matter that it's pagan? Or, you know, but now we don't even talk about it no more. I wasn't even around at the time when they were saying that they were talking about it, probably like the 80s and shit. Fuck that.